All right, in this last video, we're going to do some sketches and labeling. But before we do that, we need to define what collinear and coplanar mean. So for every word that you see that has the word co on it, like coordinate, cooperate, co-efficient, okay, it means to go with something else. So collinear means on the same line. It goes with the same line. This basically means that if you can put a ruler or a straight edge between the points, then they're collinear. So if you can use a ruler or a straight edge. Okay. Coplanar means that it's on the same plane. So on the same plane. Now the thing about coplanar lines is there has to be three, and they can't be collinear. So you need three non-collinear. Sorry. Which means that they basically look like a triangle. So coplanar points look like a triangle. Any type of triangle, whatever. You need at least three, and they need to be non-collinear. Because actually, three different points make up a full plane. But I'll get into that later. So these two definitions, super important. Collinear means on the same line. So I could draw a line in between them. Coplanar means at least 3 points that are not in the same line, so they make up a plane. Okay. All right, so we're going to do some examples, real-world examples of planes, lines, and points. Okay, so take a minute and think about some real-world points that you see in your life. So some real-world points would be things like a hole in the wall. Okay, your location on a map. Location on a map, okay? And freckles. All of those are points somewhere. Okay, they don't have dimensions. They're just one little point. Real-world lines. Things like the pencil that I'm holding. String. A telephone pole. Or the edge of a table. Or the edge of any surface, actually. All right, and then some real-world examples of planes. Planes are things like the wall, the top of your table, tabletop, paper. Okay, notice the difference between these things. Points are just one little dot. Lines are straight lines back and forth somewhere. Planes are things that are like flat, so two-dimensional things. Okay, so I'm going to draw a sketch, and then we're going to label some pieces on it. Okay, so take a minute, pause this video, and make yourself this drawing. So I've got a plane here, I've got two intersecting lines, and then I've got infinitely many lines, rays, and line segments. Okay. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is let's label the plane. There are two ways to label the plane, so I'm going to give you a minute to do that. You should also label as many two lines. There are at least two lines here. You should give me two line segments. Give me one ray and three coplanar points. Okay. So take a minute, pause this video, and do those five things. All right, I've come back. So the plane, I'm going to name it, I notice that there's a little R in this corner. It doesn't have a point associated with it, which means that is the name for the plane. So this is plane R. I can also call it by three non-collinear points. So I could choose S, W, and V. So I could call it plane SWV. I could also call it plane STW, STV. Oh, no, not STW, sorry, STV, SWV. Okay, as long as I've got three non-collinear points. Two lines, I've got QT and SW. I've got line segments, SW, ST, QT, etc. I've got rays, TQ, with an arrow, and three coplanar points, same as